Hey, what's going on YouTube? Marine X back at it again. Let's just talk about some of my favorite pocket EDC pouches. There's a lot on the market, a lot of knockoffs, stuff you can get on Amazon. I wanted to show you some stuff from reputable brands, stuff that you can, for the most part, get your hands on today. And we want to just see, I feel like I'm sitting here on the street corner of New York. Is any of these repeats from the last time I did this, which was about 2 years ago? On that list, I had a nutsack, I had a Supreme, and I had a Data Crew. They all walked into a bar. All right, so let's just jump back into this and see what we got here. I guess we should maybe start off with a Data Crew, but this is not the same Data Crew. I think that was the what a junior on the list last time. This is the large fry by Data Crew, and this is a pouch. I would almost say this is a pocket EDC organizer. It works a little bit better than the small fry, which I've also owned in the past from them. I like the fact that this comes in X-Pack. They're made in America. You get multiple color options. So they have the X-Pack Black. I have the Desert Olive. Full disclosure, Data Crew send this out to me. They don't require any content. I'm doing it because I like this thing. I'll link up down below anything I find about any of these pouches. So you got different options here. You have a little bit of loop panel on the front, so you can put your REs or whatever you want to. Then in the front of this, now all of these I have loaded out as suggestions, just in case you want to grab one and you can't figure out exactly how you would load one of these bad boys out. So in the front of this, I do have a Leatherman Free P4, which kind of works out. And this has a pocket in the front, and here I keep some of my most cards I don't use very often. So business cards, kind of stuff like that. The tracker for this specific pouch. Then on the back, I do have in the small pocket that's kind of like the shape of a pen. I do have a Big Idea design. This is the copper, the twist. So a smaller pen, still uses a G2 refill, very capable if I need to sign something. And I kind of purposely just let that lanyard hang out so that if I need to, use it, I can just grab it and pull it out. I keep this area blank right here. And the reason that I do that, so if I go somewhere and they say you can't bring a knife in here, or if I'm wearing like some joggers or something and I don't want to bring a knife, I leave this space open so that I can, if I see fit, take my knife and slide it back here and have my knife back here. But most of the time my knife is in my pocket. So that's just how I decide to do it. But if you don't put anything back here, it does give you easier access to the items inside. And these are my most used items. So this is where I'm going to keep like debit cards, credit cards, my driver's license, all that type of stuff goes in here. The interior, both sides are orange, so it's easy to see if you're missing something on the inside of this. Small zippers, but they're still YKK zippers. This thing's pretty capable. And let's check out the pricing on it, because I actually don't know how much this thing costs. 55 bucks. So it's actually probably one of the most reasonably priced items on the from Data Crew. I like the price point of this, especially the X-Pack, made in America, good stitching, very, very subtle branding right there. Just a little bit of a taste of that. So that's kind of a nice banger. Next on the list, we got to talk about, this is called the Rigger. This is by Daily Carry Co. Rigger. Guys, you got to change the name. I understand you're going with this whole Rigger theme and paratroopers, and I understand that, okay? But still, all right. But anyways, this is made of a wax canvas. Obviously, it's olive in color. It has 2 slip pockets in the front, a very large slip pocket in the back, just in case you want to put stuff back there for future use. So in the back, I have a battery bank. I have a cord for the battery bank. This is literally a size. The other day, my wife was getting her hair braided. She said, hey, I didn't know I was going to be here this long. Literally just bringing this whole little pouch, and she was able to charge her phone and keep it moving. Large loop panel for you to put whatever stickers or identification you may want to put on the front of that. Then on this side, I do have a Streamlight Wedge XT, smaller flashlight, but it fits in there just fine. A Bastion, stainless steel boat action pen. And then in the middle, this is where you would put your cards. So if you're using this as a wallet, i.e. a pocket carry, that's where you would put all your critical items. Before I jump into the next item, if you're getting good content out of this video, hit the like button. Also consider subscribing to the channel. And as I go through this list, you're going to notice one thing missing. See if you can guess that at the end, what you didn't see, the material you didn't see at the end of this video. Jumping into the next one, we do have the Maxpedition. This is the Platty. I did an entire video over this. I have the regular, and then they have the XL version as well. These are super reasonably priced. I mean, the Rigger is only like 25 bucks. I usually can get you a discount. Do you see how similar these are? Like similar in color and build. The one thing I will say about the Rigger versus the Platty, these pockets are a little bit wider on the side. The zipper's beefier, but the organization on the back of the Platty is much better. So the Platty does have you slip pockets here, and then it has another large slip pocket in the back. It has elastic Molly webbing kind of right there if you want to use it. I don't want to overstuff mine, so I'm not using it. But if you wanted to, you can load that up. So here you see I have the Gerber lockdown state. I think it's the lockdown drive, and then just an extra mag for whatever ammo or for whatever weapon I'm carrying, which obviously would be a 380. This is designed for you to use a lanyard. So it has a lanyard 550 cord installed on this, and you just tuck all that in here and you can wear this on your neck. I took my lanyard off. This thing's usually around 20 bucks, if not less than that. It has a very good pull tab on the zipper. And then you have this area in the middle if you want to use that to pack this thing up, whatever you need to. This is actually a pretty good design. I like where they went with this specific design. It's easy to use, easy to navigate. On this side, I have a Sharpie. And I have this is a Alloy X by Princeton Tech. So these pockets aren't quite wide enough for like a larger flashlight. So if I wanted to swap out this Princeton, right, this Streamlight doesn't really fit in there. You would have to sacrifice and use one of these on the other side. But that's just a design cue that they decided to go with. It's still a very well-made pouch nonetheless, and it definitely can fit in your pocket. Speaking of fitting in pocket, all of these, when I say pocket carry, I'm talking left or right rear carry. Don't really ever put any of these in my front right or front left pocket. They're just too big. I mean, I guess you could stuff them in there, but you would be uncomfortable. I just want to kind of get that out the way because you're going to be like, what the hell is he talking about? You know, pocket carry. Those things are too effing big. Speaking of big, this is a little bit different of a carry. This is the mini field journal. This is by Lockbee. And I like this because this gives you a lot of options if you're still a writer, but you can still have a little bit of tools in here if you needed to. So it does have a latch system, an outdoor area for storage of your pen if you wanted to. And then when you get inside of this bad boy, it gives you all sorts of options for different types of carry. So another Sharpie, I have a light right here, a book light that I use. This is an actual tactile turn pencil that I use. So I'm not running a pen in this right now. Tactile turn pencil in this, mechanical pencil. Then I'm a giant mouse pry bar, just in case. This is decent enough for package opening. So I'm not running a knife or a multi-tool in this loadout. Then we have some business cards that we give out to people just in case I'm filming in their restaurant or whatever. And then we got a couple of field journals or field notebooks. So I use these. One's for work, one is for YouTube. They're easy to organize. One thing I like about this, there's 2 bookmarks in this thing. So that way I can keep both of these tabbed up. This is very nice. And if you wanted to, you could size this, you can plus this up and you can put a slimmer flashlight in here. It will be a tight fit because you even have area on the back if you wanted to put a very slim item in the very back. But I like this as well. If I just want to go out and just go to a coffee shop that's near me, I'll grab this alone and I can still have all the usefulness that I need. So this is probably the most unique of the carry. And this is an oldie but a goodie. I just can't part ways with this Supreme pouch. This thing I've had for years. This was the very first pocket pouch I ever gave a try. This was in the world of the garage builds and when Data Crew was crazy popular and people couldn't get their hands on stuff. I decided to buy this on StockX. They may have a few of these on eBay. I bought it on StockX. I think I paid $75 for it. This is extremely functional even years later. Key bar, key system in the very front, a Bastion pin next to that. If you want to put your key fob to your vehicle, you could. It includes a key ring already installed on here. So if you want to put something there, you can. Up here, this is where I would just put super important items that you want to pull out, like maybe your debit or credit card, so you can grab it very easily. One thing I like about this is if you have a regular sized iPhone, it fits easily. You can get a regular sized iPhone in the back of this pouch. I have my iPod Touch in here because I wanted to show you, my iPhone is being charged right now, but you can fit one in here. So I like the fact that if you really truly are just wanting to go a one pocket carry, you can get it done here. And it's this completely touch screen, even through the case. Now, if you do put a regular iPhone in here, the Face ID won't work because it covers the camera. An iPod Touch is smaller, so you're going to be putting your password in to get to it, but who cares? You can still get in here, go through your items, go whatever you need to check out. It's easy to navigate, completely use it, so you can use it in the rain. That's pretty dope. So jumping into this, it is using a YKK zipper with a decent zipper pull. Supreme, I don't know, they just came out of nowhere with this thing. It was actually kind of surprising when it dropped. And so one thing I like about this also, it does have this large panel, and it has like these little bands on the bottom that kind of controls whatever item you put in there to kind of keep them from slipping out. So I like that. So even if this the multi-tool slips down, that band will keep the multi-tool from completely coming out. So a Gerber MP600, you got an Olight, the Olight arc felt fits in there nicely as well. You see both of these items fit right on the phone, and the phone slips in the very back here, and that's how you get your phone in and out. So that's actually pretty dope. This is just a bunch of card size pockets. So if you got your, let's just say you got a debit card and a couple other cards, maybe you put your license at this very bottom part, so you can just open it up and show it to somebody like, hey, here's my license, blah, blah, blah. So this is actually very functional, and just kind of one of these pouches that I still revisit yearly. I don't carry it nearly as much because I've moved on. I make other type of content, and I don't want to just be stuck on the old school Supreme, even though I like the F out of it. But what did you not notice on this list? I think you would guess leather. Listen, I'm a big fan of leather everything, and I've tried some stuff, handmade stuff. The thing about the leather is it takes a while to wear it in. Some of this stuff you have to wear in slowly as well, especially if you're like a 500D nylon or something crazy, like, or 1000D nylon or something crazy like that. But leather just takes more time to wear it in. And I like the way leather patinas in wallets. I like the way it patinas in like phone cases, but I don't really like the impressions like your tools will leave on leather. I don't really like the way that patinas in looks, but that's just me. So I tend to go with nylons, with X-Pack materials, with canvas or cotton. That's what I normally go for my pocket carries. I have stuff from Viper Aid that I didn't show in here. It was just a little bit too big to be considered a pocket-friendly carry. And I have other stuff from Lockbeat that was a little bit too small to be considered a pocket carry because I couldn't put any tools inside. Comment down below, what is your favorite pocket carry? If you're going like a one and done, if you're wearing basketball shorts and you want to just be able to throw it in a bag, if you're wearing like some jeans and you're going to be going out and you want to put everything in a suit jacket, what would you use to carry and organize everything all at once? First time stopping by, hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you part of the battalion. If this is not your first time stopping by, well, thank you once again for watching me run my grape. For everyone else, we'll speak soon.